Alright guys, again it's Jerningham here. 14 from yesterday. 3 are in 1,372 positive cases of coronavirus. It's gone up even more, guys. Ridiculous.
People forcing schools and nurseries to stay open. What are those emergency powers going to be?
Yes, we're going to set out the emergency powers on Tuesday and publish the bill on Thursday. I've been talking to John Ashworth, the Shadow Health Secretary, I think, is on the programme shortly, about what's in them. This is a cross-party approach. He's made some suggestions of other things that should be.
Yep, it's getting more worse.
It includes a broad range of actions, all about preparing Britain and making sure that we're ready should we need to be.
Is the government going to be banning gatherings of over 500 people?
Well, clearly, as we set out in the action plan 2 weeks ago, we are absolutely ready to do that as necessary, there's a whole host of further steps. Well, we've got a COBRA meeting tomorrow. We will take these decisions at the right time, but I'm absolutely prepared to take actions like that.
40,000 people
another thing that many people are worried about is the provision of food. You know, we've all
have been tested.
Supermarket shelves, where the pasta's gone, the noodles gone, we've seen delays to online shopping. Retailers have written an open letter basically saying that buying more than is needed can sometimes mean others will be left without. I mean, this is quite alarming.
Yes.
Are you worried that the food supply might be at risk?
No. So one of the things that we are confident about.
Fucking hell, it's like living in a war, man.
The food supply will continue. Now, of course,
guarantee that?
well, that is we're confident about it. What I can guarantee is that we'll work with the supermarkets to make sure that people get enough. And that, I understand why people might be stocking up, but it is people have got to behave responsibly. I think the supermarkets are right to. I think the supermarkets are right to write the letter calling on people to be responsible and to consider the impact that their stocking up might have on others. We of course stand ready to take further measures if that's necessary.
Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the government's response to this, because lots of our viewers will be seeing schools closing in Ireland, they'll be seeing shops and pubs closing in France, they'll be seeing the US imposing travel bans, and we're not doing this. And they'll be thinking, why is the UK government so sure that we're right here and all the other countries are wrong?
Well, each country is taking measures according to their own circumstances. We're similar to many countries. For instance, we're very similar to the approach being taken in Germany we're in Australia and others. It's about making sure you do the right thing at the right time. We're prepared to take, if we need to, all the sorts of measures that you discussed, but we will do it based on the science. Of course, there's a lively debate about what's the best course of action. The scientific evidence is absolutely critical in underpinning our response. We want to have the very best response in the world. Thankfully, so far, we have managed to keep the growth of this virus here slower than in other European countries. But we will absolutely take the measures that we think are needed at the right time, based on the best scientific advice.
You say that it's based on the best scientific advice. So why don't you transparently publish that advice and the government's modelling? Because at the minute we don't know how many people are in hospital or in critical care. We don't know the information about how many people are picking up the virus in the UK rather than abroad. We don't fully understand the science behind your approach. We've been talking about herd immunity for a week, and today you say that's not part of the strategy. If you're so convinced that this is following the science, why don't you publish it so that people can take it on their own knowledge rather than just on trust?
Yes, we're going to do that in the coming days. I think that's really important. I agree with you.
They say they're going to do it, but they're not going to do it.
Well, because our scientists are extremely busy, and we've
That's not good enough for the scientists extremely busy. They should be on this like a rocket. Get to the source, man.
Is based on the science and based on transparency. Again, our response is...
So they can't be bothered to just sort the problem out we're having in the country.
Plan right at the start to explain the sorts of actions we might have to take. And I remember when we published it, and when I talked about it on this programme, there was quite a lot of surprise at saying we could do these measures, but we won't do them now. In terms of the number of people affected, we are fully transparent about that, and in fact now have a website where you could interrogate all of that data, because the best science is done in the open, so that people can challenge and ask questions and make suggestions.
And it is being up for debate now. Your approach is being challenged, and we've had this letter from hundreds of scientists claiming the government is risking many more lives than necessary by not implementing immediate social distancing measures. Richard Horton, the editor of The Lancet, for example, the medical journal, saying the UK government, Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson claim they're following the science, but that is not true. The evidence is clear. We need urgent implementation of social distancing and closure policies. The government is playing roulette with the public. This is a major error. Are you playing roulette?
No, obviously, and you've got. I'm not going to go into responding to that particular accusation. What we'll do is
because they are playing Russian roulette with people's lives.
And we'll look at all of
the signs, you can tell people have died. We've lost more people. More people are getting it. It's going to keep happening. But do the government care? No.
That we make. But what we will not do is deviate from having a plan that is based on the very best scientific advice. And that's important. I saw the letter. The letter was saying that a goal of herd immunity is the wrong thing to do. And herd immunity is not our goal or policy. It's a scientific concept. Our policy is to protect lives.
You say you're protecting lives, but you're making things worse.
Matthew Hancock, thank you very much for coming on the programme today, explaining the government's response to coronavirus. Much appreciated.
This is Sophie Ridgeway, the woman that does the Sunday News and Sky News.
I'm Hannah Stott with the latest showbiz news. A warning, some flash photography is coming up. The upcoming releases of A Quiet Place 2 and the latest Fast and Furious movie F9 have been postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. John Krasinski, writer and director of A Quiet Place 2, announced that his film would not open next week as planned, but be postponed to an as-yet announced date. Universal Pictures also announced that F9 won't open on May the 22nd as planned, but in April next year.
No one outruns their past. I am more easy, you trying your best to become me. And mine. Just call up to me. It's a long time down.
Disney cancelled the red carpet premiere of the new live-action movie Mulan. The European premiere of Mulan in London's Leicester Square was scaled down in abundance of caution, with no media lineup or red carpet.
Well, so they cancelled Mulan, they've cancelled Fast and Furious, the new one, and they cancelled Quiet Place 2.
It's such a shame they cancelled it because of,
and the James Bond film that's supposed to be coming out has been cancelled too as well.
There are like hundreds of cases in the UK right now, so we wouldn't want to risk anyone's, especially in such a large gathering like this one would be. I imagine. Yeah.
And they've cancelled E3 as well.
We understand the risk.
Cancelled the football.
Understand why they cancelled it.
And Walt Disney will close its Disneyland and California Adventure theme parks this weekend amid the global outbreak. No cases of COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, have been reported at the parks, the statement said.
I feel like it is, because it just seems like they're going to start closing everything down little by little. I think they're just trying not to get people in a panic, but slowly they're shutting down schools, they're shutting down theme parks, everything, so.
Well, I was a little disappointed because I love Disney. It's more difficult on work-wise for me, just because I do work in a hotel like 5 minutes away. So with having Disney closing, it's less, work for us, less hours. So it's a lot difficult just because, the whole virus thing is getting a little scary because I feel like it's getting closer.
What is going on with this world, guys? Well, some people say it's a third new world war. And the guy did actually put a message across. At least in the army, you could see when your enemy was coming. But with this virus, you can't see when it's coming. It's like it kills you silently, the virus. For some old people. The young people can fight it well. It's a fair point he actually made about that when the guy said that on the news channel. That's what I mentioned. Don't know why that guy is standing in a glass. Oh, it's a mannequin, yeah. Some kind of doll.
Well, up until now, the opposition has been relatively supportive of the government's actions on coronavirus. Is that about to change? We're listening in to that interview with Labour's Shadow Health Secretary.
Is it going to change? They're going to keep pissing about with it.
Thank you very much.
Pardon my language, guys, but they are.
We've just heard from Matt Hancock, who says the government is going to be looking at bringing in emergency powers next week. He's been working with you on some suggestions. What kind of thing can we expect to see?
Well, can I just say at the outset that we support the national effort to deal with, to contain and delay the spread of this virus.
Yeah, but they're not containing and delaying the spread. It's still, the spread's still going. There's my foot, as you can see. Everybody has a foot.
Safe, and we think it would be entirely irresponsible of us as an opposition to.
It's just bloody irritating.
But equally, it would not be responsible of us not to voice the concerns that are being voiced more widely in the scientific community, not to probe the government.
I don't think the community are listening in this country.
Not to undermine the government, because we want the government strategy to succeed.
Matthew Bolt, Bristol, who underflying the health conditions.
Let me just give you one quick example. The World Health Organization is saying that we should continue testing and contact.
There's no point continuing testing it. People have got it. They've got it.
Contagion. The UK government have taken a different view that if you feel ill, that you just stay at home for 7 days and won't be tested.
Yeah, this country is just a joke, man.
COVID-19 test if they're ill because
they don't seem to understand or realise. Some people, they just see things in black and white, man. They're not getting to the point.
Now because you've got a cough. What happens in a month's time if you've got a cough again? Do you take another 7 days off work? People need certainty. So I just need to understand better why the government is taking a different approach.
The government are pissing around with people's lives. They didn't seem to care, do they? Does it not tell you something for the government? 35 people have died, 40,000 people have been tested, and probably more people. See there, the PlayStation thinks I'm speaking to it.
Issues which are very, very fundamental to how we deal with this virus, very fundamental to how our society is going to operate in the coming weeks. If things have changed since Thursday, and things are changing quickly, things have changed since the Prime Minister's press conference on Thursday, then really the Prime Minister should be doing another press conference today and explaining why things have changed.
You mentioned there about how the government seems to be taking different action to some of what we're seeing in other countries on, for example, school closures, travel bans, non-essential businesses such as pubs and restaurants staying open. Do you think we should be doing more in terms of closing down institutions?
Well, I think we need to understand better why we seem to be taking a slightly different approach to some of our comparative countries and nations internationally. People are asking us why we are not taking these more far-reaching, stringent measures. Even the science community are asking that. The issue is that it's not for me to adjudicate on the science and come down in favour of one set of scientists or another. But I think it's important that when people are raising...
All I can say is there's gambling with people's lives and they don't care about anybody. That's what the saddest thing is about it all. People getting this illness, or some people don't, or do.
More broadly, though, I do have more broader concerns about the government's...
If they really cared about us and the people, they'd do what was necessary.
This virus is going to be really a real problem for the elderly and the vulnerable in society. It's going to be a real problem for the poorest in society. We want to make sure that our NHS has got the resources it needs, that our social care services have the resources that it needs, that those who need to take time off work have proper sick pay and are not financially penalised for taking time off work, that our elderly who are being told to isolate potentially for 3 or 4 months are going to get the support that they need in the wider community, because that's going to have huge social implications. These are the questions that we really want to put to the government, and we need reassurances that the government have a resourced plan and a considered plan that can maintain public confidence.
Thank you very much, Jonathan Ashworth, laying out Labour's side of the story. Well, that is it for this week. Lots, of course, on coronavirus and programming today.
Well, guys, you've seen it there for yourself. It's ridiculous. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Give me a like, give me a comment, and share these videos with friends. And I shall catch you in the next video. Tell me, guys, what you think about this. It's diabolical. They should be on top of this virus. They've got the money to do it. Why won't they do it? See you in the next one. Peace. And a notification bell for more videos like this. Peace.